recording. Hello, everybody. So today we're going to be trying to get a silent win. It's to my understanding that I have a few friends who have viewed the videos and tuned into the streams who think that I should explain what the cards and relics do a little more. So I'm going to try to make more of an effort to explain things to people who might not be as aware of the game's current state and what everything does. And without further ado, let's get started. Alrighty, so interesting choices. We're going to take a look at our pathing to determine what we want to do. It's Mother Lagavulin, which is a boss I'm pretty confident in beating, so the Lava Rock actually isn't that bad of an option in my opinion. And just for everybody's general awareness, the Lava Rock is a relic that says that the Act 1 boss will drop 2 relics. I'm sure y'all could read it, but just to be sure. Alrighty, obviously Hefty Tablet here says choose one of 3 rare cards to add to your deck, add an injury. So, honestly, it's not a bad option on the Silent. Silent has some pretty good rares to build around. Lava Rock is promising, and I guess Booming Conch would be an option if I felt like I could handle a lot of elites, but I'm not really sure that's the kind of path I'm trying to build towards. Like right now, my brain is telling me this way. Like one elite, but a bit of fighting. Let's see. Yeah, that doesn't look too bad. Just looking at the other side to make sure. Yeah, I think I'm gonna take the lava. Nope, maybe the Hefty Tablet. After Image is a wonderful card to build around. Alright, let's see what we can build today. Already taking 1 chip so far. Right, got After Image in play, so it might negate some of the damage here. I guess, yeah, a little bit. Alright, now we have a few turns to hurt him. I think we got the kill next turn. Defend, strike, strike. Alright, perfect. Not a bad first combat. None of the card rewards are particularly interesting to me, but Slice feels like it's decent damage that I might need for the next floor. Take a look. We'll abstain and heal up a little bit. Alright, Slice, making yourself look more useful than you usually are. After Image, making us not get any of that chip bled through. Not too shabby. Thankfully, this is, in my opinion, one of the easy combats on the floor 1. Daggers. As much as I love well-laid plans, there's nothing in my deck currently that's used that, and Hidden Daggers helps a lot. So we'll take that first. Money! Alright. Boy, okay. Alright, I think when this guy's about to debuff us, we'll get the kill here. That's pretty convenient. So we get a turn of free damage, and then hopefully by next turn we'll draw at least 10 damage worth of cards. Looks like it. Obviously still needs cards and a win condition for the Lagavulin, because shivs are not going to cut that right now, unless I get some really big damage bonuses. Dagger throw. Good damage common. 8. Pluses. Alright, fighting some rats. Maybe I should have used a little pot. Not sure yet. Alright, not too shabby so far. Looks like I killed the one that was gonna summon a friend. Yeah, they can't hurt me anymore. I will get rid of a stability potion for the shackling potion. Phantom Blades. That does make for some bigger damage that I need. We'll take that. And we'll upgrade that immediately. Alright, and our relic. Strike Dummy, big bonus to our starting deck, which means that this elite will be a lot easier. Right, this elite can be a little annoying. Oh my goodness. Ouch. I had retain on one of those. I should have kept it. That's my bad. We'll use the shackling potion here. I was kind of holding on to it for that particular turn. In case, for those who are unaware of this particular elite's pattern, it will typically cycle through a few attacks before it goes to a bigger double attack where it does 12 and 12. So shackling basically said lose strength, which is more effective on the multiplier than it is on the single damage turns like this one. I think I have lethal. Perfect. A flick of flack so we can finally get some slide for our hidden daggers. And we'll heal up. Alright, now we're gonna fight a big blue-lipped clam. We'll just full block here. No reason to take unnecessary chip before I'm forced to leave. And we're gonna save our vulnerable potion for the elite fight. Makes the most sense to me. And we'll retain the shiv. Good. And strike dummy for the clutch. Snakebite feels like it also helps solve the Mother Lagavulin fight after I get debuffed, so I'll take a Snakebite as well. Alright, one more regular fight. The Fossil Stalker. Boy. Because we'll always get another one from Petrified Toad, so it should at least be one rock potion per fight, I believe. We'll just full block this turn. There we go. And Snakebite. Always good when you get the opportunity. Yeah, he hasn't been able to gain a single bit of strength yet. Blade, slice, get a dagger, and I think that's lethal. Absolute great stuff so far. Do I really need a poison tap for this upcoming fight? I don't think so. See what the elite gives us. I'm gonna try and blow down the one that is buffing itself first. I'm gonna neutralize the one that does 0 damage. And you. Alright, so taking 2 chip. Not bad. Now that he's set up to get struck down next turn. After image, Phantom Blades. mistaken. A vulnerable potion. I don't even need to, though. I will just hold on to a shiv for next turn. You. And that's 2 more down. And we didn't even have to use our potion. Alright, good game, good fight. And a potion belt. Okay. I think we do want to take a pinpoint. And we'll get one more upgrade for the road. I think it's got to be Snakebite. Alright, let's see what we can make happen with Mother Lagavulin. Definitely want to get my powers in play while it's asleep, so we'll hold on to Snakebite and then use it on the last possible turn. We'll accelerate so we can get this. Perfect. And now we have a great turn to wake her up, so to speak. Alright, and hold on to the next shiv for next turn. This is where we'll use our vulnerable potion. Good chunk of damage so far. We'll just throw the rock as well. We are in a bit of a damage race with this thing. Oh boy, where's my kunai or shuriken? Then hold on to that for next turn. Good game, good fight. Whew. Fracking. That could be where the real damage comes from. I just need some consistent weakness application. Makes me think tracking and a neutralize upgrade in the near future. Yeah, I'll take that. I think we want to take Pale's Blood. Doesn't feel like the deck that's really looking for too much energy outside of maybe tracking. And for those uninformed, Pale's Blood is a relic that says, at the start of your turn, draw 1 additional card. So basically, with my current builds, with the Ring of the Snake, my first turn will always draw 2 additional cards, which makes the 5 you would always get plus 2, about 7 cards on your first turn. And with Pale's Blood, that will increase the first turn to 8 cards, while the rest of them are 6. So it's a pretty big increase in how quickly you cycle through your deck. Very good for a character that wants to get through their deck quickly and play a lot of cards. Now we're just looking at some potential pathings. I have 457 gold, so I'm kind of leaning towards the double shop path. Has an early campfire, second campfire, third campfire, and then a late elite with a... Yeah, that's an amazing path. I think we're gonna choose that one. Alrighty. After Itch. And... need to use After Image to get as much chip away from him as possible. Phantom Blaze into play. Got our Snake Bite off, so he'll take consistent damage while he's shielded. That's not too bad. We'll see if we can get away with keeping our potion-shaped rock. Alright, we have Strike Dummy. So yeah, Flick Flack will actually never be the better option, as long as there's only one enemy. Alright, fight over. Looks like we are still getting value out of Strike Dummy. Sucker Punch is another form of weakness application with the trackings. We'll be taking that. Okay, so it looks like this is exactly what the potion-shaped rocks are for. I'm thinking if I play Slice, defend, pinpoint, and then 2 rocks just to remove the front one, meaning that I could take my time dissecting this one in the back. Sucker. Right, I guess I'll take 8 chip. Ouch. Alright. Not that bad. Getting some actual potions to fill out the potion belt instead of just rocks. I think for cycling purposes, take a prepared. Now we can finally spend some of this money. A kunai? Okay. Noxious is on sale. Calculated gamble is looking really good, but then I can't afford a removal. I do think I want a removal. No, calculated gamble actually gives me a lot more cycling. Then finally we'll take a blade dance. Because that is now with the kunai a dexterity. Nope, just got that one. Nope. Nope. Yes. Alright, so it looks like we got the card remove after all. Oh boy. Yeah, we'll just get moving. Heal me up. Just in time for me to lose a bunch of health. Do I want the money? Nah, I'll just take the relic. It's a pretty good relic, honestly. Bag of prep. Man, I'm getting a lot of card draw. Now I just need some energy sources. Do the rest again. Sheesh. What can I put sharpness on? Nothing. Nothing looks good. Nimble? Nothing really there either. I think it's gotta be Swift. Swift on after image because I can make it innate. And now we can finally upgrade something. I'm thinking tracking so I could actually play it. I kind of have a lot of my upgrade choices already predetermined in my head. Sometimes I'll need to look at the deck to make some considerations, but for now I think my next upgrades are definitely going to be Neutralize and Sucker Punch. If I could get a leg sweep, that would be incredible. After image first. I'm gonna use the energy potion here, I think. And a dex pot. There we go. Sheesh, spooky. Get our dexterity. Yeah, so this deck, I think, actually has some decent scaling built into it so far. And nice. 16. Very solid damage output. Alright. Paired. We'll keep it in a snake bite. And next turn we get the kill with the shiv. Perfect. Cost us some potions, but honestly, I don't like to play around with that fight. And then we can handle one late elite for this war. Oh, Tessie Millipede. Hope this one doesn't give us too much trouble. Kinda hoping for any of the other ones, really. Ouch. Let's see. This is taking some interesting decisions. Clearly. Give me a sec. My wording is very interesting right now. I'd have saved more health if I just committed to killing him, but I think it's a more advantageous position to be in at this point to have them all similar health there. Alright, and then we have one turn to deal 24 damage. I think we can do it. Especially with a tracking and a neutralize showing up in the same turn. There we go. An Eternal Feather and a Scare. Okay. Eternal Feather gives me the confidence that I need to upgrade one of my weakness applicators. I think... Scare? Gotta be neutralize. Okay, gotta get our powers out pretty quick. I'm pretty sure we're gonna need all the extra damage we can get, but I'll hold on to the rock unless I really need it. Get an extra dexterity. More kunai procs we can get, the safer we'll be throughout the fight. At least, that's the general idea. Keep longer. Tracking in play. 2 then hold on to a shiv. Ow. After. draw into some of those runaways. There they are. Relying on a lot of after image to be doing a lot of the carrying here. But so far, we've been putting a decent chunk into him. I'm tempted to say that I can... Yep, 9 Noxious is in play now. Otherwise... Ah. I drew into that later. Oh well. Still weakened, so it's fine. So it's 18. I think I could kill him by next turn. And I have the rock for insurance. Did not even need to use the rock. Oh boy. Card draw. I think Accelerant or Blade of Ink. I think Blade of Ink gets me that weak application I really need for the tracking to work. Great choice. Am I gonna be fighting elites this? Yeah, it seems likely, actually. I do not need my powers costing 2. But card draw. Clean and Eon Glass. I have a ton of card draw already. I think I want to upgrade as many cards as I can. Good thing we got an explosive potion and some rocks. This fight is scary. And that's why this relic is good. Well-laid plans. We'll help ourselves to that. Tracking is in play, and he is weak for a long time. Good to see. Ouch. I wonder if this deck is fast enough to not get outscaled by this thing, because this thing is scaring me right now. Looks like I do some pretty good damage, though. Taking a hit isn't the end of the world. Okay, good. Footwork. Get a head start on that dexterity gain with the kunai. Get me another relic. Heal ticket. So I get a heal in this upcoming shop. Do the rocks work? Ah, the rocks do not work on the fake merchant. Alright, we'll just take our energy relics and then move on. Take the injury out of our deck. Eternal Feather, making me healthy enough to upgrade something else. But what? I'm very partial towards well-laid plans, but Blade of Ink is good too. We'll do well-laid plans first. Nice strawberry. We'll upgrade Blade of Ink next. Now we can get 6 or 4 upgrades. I guess that's how that works. Oh boy. Eating a bit of a hit, but we got some really key powers in play. And we're gonna hold on to Phantom Blades and Blade of Ink. Ow. Okay. Phantom Blades for sure. We got tracking in play, which means we can very much burst you down. Got a good amount of dexterity out of that. Cal Gamble. Definitely block. Oh yeah, we outscaled the heck out of this fight. Okay. Thank you for the 2 strike and 2 defend upgrades. You know, that's fine. That's fine. Alright, Eternal Feather, healing me back up, and now I get to choose what I want to upgrade. And I think I'm going to choose Footwork now. Another Elite. Another 4 upgrades. What are we going to get? Can't wait to see, actually. Footwork. Blade of Ink. Now we can get rid of all of that nonsense. Okay. Glad to get well-laid plans in play. Here's After Image. Tracking. Hidden daggers. Alright, the big hit. Got neutralized for it. That's pretty good. Get rid of that. And defend. Alright, 2 damage. As far as the big hit is concerned, I consider that a success. Yeah, he's not gonna get any damage on me at all. Oh no, he has 9 health left. Is he gonna get another hit? It can't be. Of course he isn't. Those are some better upgrades. And a murder? I could see that being useful. 4 rocks. This has to work out somehow. Okay. Then 2 more rocks. Okay. Acrobatics, yes please. Eternal Feather gets me back up, and I get 1 more upgrade for my trouble. Make murder a lot more playable. Yeah, actually, that sounds great. Alright, time to see if we can beat Eon Glass and the Queen. Hopefully we can. Get all my powers out. So far, so good. Tracking. Very immediate and very important power. And well-laid plans lets us hold on to. keep building up that dexterity, I think. That's pretty comically. You put some weakness on the team. I think that's this fight. Good fight. Man, that was a bit long. My apologies. Alright. I think strategy is to definitely get our damage in with rocks. Phantom Blades, get that power out. Footwork, another power. Scare. Aired. Right. And this has retain. That's pretty good. Alright, tracking is in play. One more shiv gets us die. This will now have retain on it because of my power. So I think I want to defend here. Taking, I believe. Well-laid plans is in play. Weakness on him. Got 7 dexterity so far. It's possible I could scale this up. I feel like I'm blocking a lot right now. Ooh, those do damage. Ouch. Uh, wow, so I have to draw more cards. That's what I'm seeing. That's pretty good damage. Huh. Then keep Survivor and Sucker Punch. Here. +26 +7 is 34, which is more than 30. And I think I kill Eon Glass next turn. If I just hit end turn. Oh my goodness, this was so close. Do I die here? Oh! Oh my goodness, that was a close run. Ah, well, thank you all for joining me today on this adventure. I didn't have as much to say with this one, but I do hope that you found it a rather, at least fun run to follow along with. Have a good rest of your day, everybody.